Hello, ladies and gentlemen, one and all. Welcome. It's Wrestling Rant 16, but today I'm in a pretty jolly mood because tomorrow night and Tuesday night I will be at the O2 Arena for Raw and Smackdown. Yes, you may have known I've been hyping this for quite a while because these are official tickets, if you can see them. Yes, I am going to be in London for 2 nights straight watching WWE live, and I haven't done that in a while, so the best part I'm thinking is, what do I want to expect from this? And to be honest, I hope I expect better than I got last year, because if I haven't already said, last year was a bit torrid. All I got was David Otunga versus Cena, Maurice losing the title, a stupid Santino Baywatch themed David Hasselhoff thing. That was complete shit. And apart from, I think, one match later in the night, which I can't fucking remember, I think that night was pretty awful. So today, with both nights under my skin, I hope I can at least do something good with it. And for the most part, I think doing international tapings isn't a good thing because you can't really advance things, I think. Because they always do fend to the stereotypes. Someone on the Bleacher Report or a forum I went to said, oh, there's probably going to be all kinds of British stereotypes put into the show, and you know how much I hate my own stereotype if you have not talked to me enough. I hate the Americanized British stereotype, and and last year I believe on SmackDown when they were in Manchester there was this random Tea Party-ish thing on Raw SmackDown. I can't remember which one, and I hope they don't fucking pull that again because I will voice my disgust from the side of the stage, and I will do it pretty damn loudly. Now, for the one thing, I think for the international tapings, I prefer an international pay-per-view. Give the... Oh, sorry, I just dropped my cone there. Don't give us something we want to see. Give us matches that we really want to see. Give us some high quality stuff. Because if you're travelling across the pond to do something here in the UK, I advise to Vince McMahon, to WWE, to whoever is watching who could be very related. The matches you sometimes give us are really good, like the Jericho Cena match I got 2 years ago, and also I would also not forget this from that same show, a no DQ match between Triple H and Randy Orton, which I loved to pieces, and also make the dark matches something a bit better. Sure, I got a makeshift cage match one SmackDown, but that was not an actual cage match. It was just something fences a bit put together at the last minute. It wasn't anything special. But I think if they give me something good that I'm actually happy with, then that'll make me good. Because I have spent in total on these two tickets, which are now inside each other, I've spent 100 quid on these tickets. I'm going to be spending 60 quid on travel for 2-day all-day travel cards throughout London. I'm going to be spending 105 quid on a hotel room for the first time. I'm spending a night in a hotel after one of these things. So, and also I'm probably going to spend at least 30, 40 quid on merch over 2 nights. So, to put it in perspective, this is one of the most expensive things I've ever done. To go to 2 nights in a hotel and buy all the merch and buy everything else in between. So, I hope I get something that is worth my money. Because a lot of the times WWE events are not worth their money. Because we obviously watch our pay-per-views and go, oh, this could be so much better. But obviously, no. Today, I'm going to be there in the crowd. And I'm thinking, yeah, if it isn't good, I will voice my disgust. But one thing I am praying for. I am praying for three things to happen at one of these events, either of these events. One, Edge makes an appearance as a person on a dark, after the event's over, on a dark main event thing, to say thank you to all the UK fans, because he's done that on tour in Germany so far. He's with SmackDown's tour guys, so this could mean he will be there to give us a nice farewell. And after my video, I think, yeah, really want to see that, and I did mention it in there as well. And just the thing is, I think it would just be nice to see Edge there, and it will work really well. And just going, get in. This will be a show for us to remember because it's the last time we saw the Rated R superstar come to these shores. Two, I actually want to see some matches. I don't want to see scripted promos. The only promo I went actually quite mental at and laughed was when Santina Morella got hyped up on Red Bull and the feed on the screen scrambled. That made everybody laugh like an absolute nutter. But the promos need to be something good, not just thrown together bullshit. And for the best part, I want some long, intense matches I can get into. Because I'm going to be right next to the stage. If you don't know what that is, stage, say, is there. I'm on this side, the left side, or the right side when you're looking straight at it. When Del Rio comes, hopefully you will see my sign. and I'll get onto that in a second. Number 3, and probably the most important of all, I'm in the exact same seating area, but except one row higher, one row lower for either one of the nights. So I'm saying this to anyone within the sound of my voice. Please, I do not want some stupid kids around me. Because for the last couple of times I've been, the kid fans have been annoying as hell. Because on 2009, I went for both nights. I sat next to two lots of people. One side of me, there were 2 teenagers who sang along with the theme tunes, got into the chants, and we had a fucking great time. And it was fantastic. The other side were 2 or 3 kids next to me with their dad who were bored off their arse. They were so bored. And the only thing they did the entire night was cheer when the entrances were happening and then just fucked off into their own pit of misery and self-existence thinking, you know what? This is boring as hell without the commentators. Yippee! But that even got even worse when I was there the next year at RAW when I was next to a kid. I was next to a kid. And I tell you, the kid was annoying. He kept having to banter with me about why I hate Cena. Why I hate Cena. Why are you booing for Cena? And I just kept having to tell him because I know he isn't that good a wrestler. He's a good guy, but he isn't a good wrestler. And we went on it all night long. It basically got so annoying for me that I had to shut myself up and talk to the guy next to me. But, yeah. The other night, though, next to a kid and his dad who, for the Smackdown taping, made me feel happy because we talked about wrestling history, wrestling maneuvers, wrestling everything. And that's the type of fan I want to be next to. Somebody who loves the product as much as I do and is able to give me a good time. If I'm not enjoying the product, I can at least talk to people who are that interested. And this is where I come to for my sign, guys. I'm going to make a sign later today. One side will say, thank you, Edge. Because obviously if I am near the area where Del Rio is, I need to obviously get that seen. And also, on the other side, just a bit of self-advertising, it'll say, Cream Crazy's Wrestling Rant on YouTube. Because the best advertising is the self-advertising kind. Because I'm going to be in a giant, huge queue full of at least 5,000 to 10,000 people. Just about. I need to get my name out there. I'm only 5'3", so basically just getting my sign up in the air in that crowd of people is really going to be quite difficult. And I will say this to anyone out there who, if I end up making this sign, wants to find me. Any of my viewers who are going, anyone who is within the sound of my voice going to this event. So I know my friends on Facebook go, ha ha ha, there's no one who's going to see you. But anyway, I hope, if you want to find me, track me down, talk to me about wrestling, whatever, look out for the sign, because I'm going to try and make it as eye-catching as possible, hopefully. And, yeah, basically, with my height problem, I obviously will need to make it quite well seen. So if you want to see me anytime at the O2 Arena between, say, 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, try and find the sign. You'll find me. I know for a while, before I get something to eat, I will be standing in the main lobby holding my sign up to get people to say, look, that guy does a wrestling thing on YouTube. Let's watch it. Best thing to get me some more. And just when I hope I do make it, because at the moment I'm in one of those moods where I'm so lazy I can't even make a sign for my own good. I've had to wait 2 or 3 days to get a Pritt stick for it. Oh god, I am so lazy. But in the other prospect I get from these events, just thinking to myself, Michael Cole on microphone, I could boo the shit out of him all I want. It'll be so fun. But just also wondering who's actually jumped over the pond, because you know some wrestlers will not go over the pond to actually be on the show. So I'm going to be wondering who's going to make it over. Who? And the other big question I have had in my mind all week is Wade Barrett going to get a pop? Because Wade Barrett, being English, of course, he obviously going into his home country. We love English wrestlers in this country because we don't see them a lot. And the only problem is with Regal going, who we would cheer all the time, because obviously Wade is a snobby heel. We know he's a snobby up heel who is an absolute annoyance sometimes when he tries to be all cocky and in your face, saying, oh, I'm better than everybody kind of thing. I know he's done it recently. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, will he get a pop from the fans just because he's British, or will he still be booed because he's with the core, or will he get no reaction at all because no one actually cares about the core, if you know what I'm saying? Because people don't actually give a shit if they've been beaten twice in quick succession by Apple. Ugh, I don't want to say that again. If they make an appearance, I will kill. Right, quick shout-outs here. I want to thank Danny or some people on the wrestling YouTube world may know him as Sexual Sense, who has subscribed to quite a few YouTube users who ranted with things like I do. Thank you for the great MSN chats I've had over the last couple of days. It's been fantastic to talk about someone over MSN about wrestling without them telling me to stop. It's fantastic, and I can't wait to hear with more chats to do in the future. If you do add me on MSN, I must warn you this, because if I don't have any indication of who the hell you are, I can't literally say, ooh, he's from YouTube, he wants to talk to me, I can press OK with that, because in the past, I've had that problem. If you say in the message on it at the bottom, hey, I'm from YouTube, I want to talk, that's fine. But I may not know, so I'm just giving you guys that. Also, thank you to all of the 200 and something people who have watched my Edge's reaction video, because that has become one of the most viewed non-result video, and also my most commented video of all time. I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for everything so far. I'm slowly making it in this crazy, gigantic world of YouTube, and I'm really happy. The one other thing I will say quickly before I take an early leave, because I need to go make that sign, plus picking up my earplugs from my friend. Yeah, if you've never been to a WWE live event, and if you want to know, those fireworks are fucking loud. Oh, and with tinnitus, that makes it even worse. So, but the fact I'm right next to the stage both nights isn't good either. So, yeah, that's just a word of warning for anyone who goes to these things. Bring earplugs with you. You may need them. And yeah, I will be making my leave now, guys. Like I said, if anyone going to this event wants to spot me anytime between 5 and 7, and I'm probably going to be in the O2, then yeah, just look out for the sign. And yeah, I will hopefully see you guys. I will not make a reaction video on Wednesday. I'm going to be knackered by Wednesday. There'll be no internet in the hotel, so I won't be able to post any spoilers, so to speak. But I tell you, next Sunday I'll give a quick review of what happened live. I'll note down everything when I get back, because I'm not sure I'm going to bring this computer with me. I have no idea. So I will give a special little look at before my next review, just to basically go, yeah, okay, I'll tell you what happened, how was it live, who got the biggest pops, were the fans as good as I thought, was everything as good as I thought, etc, etc, etc. So there's one other thing I do want to point out quickly. Just bear with me a second. I've got to quickly look for something. I have decided to do something in the next couple of weeks, and I got this request from Danny, who said, "Can you review a show for me?" And I also thought at the same time, I need to do some of these. So I thought to myself, next week I'm going to do a small mini review of the first pay-per-view I ever bought and saw live on TV, which is Survivor Series 2003. I fucking love this pay-per-view, and I haven't watched it in quite some time, so this should be really quite fun for me. And he told me to either review SummerSlam 2002 or WrestleMania 19, which are also, coincidentally, two of my favourite shows. I've only managed to pick one of them up because WrestleMania 19 is downstairs, and I'm not going downstairs, coming back to find this video already finished. So, I will review, I've said to him I would review this after Over the Limit, because I have an exam around that time. It's the only time in my schedule of rants so far that I haven't planned anything for, so that will come in May. I don't know when in May, it'll just happen, probably after Over the Limit, after 15 Minutes of Fame, 4 or 5, I can't remember which, but it'll happen then. So watch this space. I will do a small mini review of this, and it'll be fantastic because I absolutely love it. So thank you guys. If you want to comment on anything I've said about the events you've been to in the past, the fans you've experienced, etc., comment down here. I want to hear what you say. Also, if you're new to my videos and you've discovered me through some kind of random search and you like what I'm doing, click the subscribe button. I appreciate your support that you've all given me so far. I don't want it to stop here. So, I will see you guys next week. I will definitely be absolutely knackered by next Sunday, and it'll all hopefully be all good. So, with all my heart, and I'll say thank you to all of you for watching. Have a good week, and hope the weather stays this good. Honest to God, I do. Thank you guys, see you later, and cheerio.